11 June 50 USD FOMC BOJ BOC weekly FX report Sept 8/12. Net PL large doing USD total review. Losses widened due to adverse moves in crude oil shorts. However, late week gold longs helped offset part of the drawdown. Looking ahead, with major policy events in the U.S. and Japan, reducing positions before events and squaring up by week's end will be critical. Macro environment summary. U.S. A 25 BP FOMC cut is a near certainty. Labor weakness and softer inflation bias the dollar lower. Focus is on the dot plot and Powell's remarks. Japan BOJ is expected to hold steady, but the leadership race and political backdrop keep JPY sentiment uncertain. Europe ECB is on hold, but tilting hawkish EUR remains resilient. Wage growth and CPI remain elevated. MPC is seen holding, but gilt market volatility is a risk. Canada weak inflation and soft jobs data revive BOC cut expectations. Australia and New Zealand AU jobs and NZ GDP in focus volatility, likely as they track U.S. Japan events. South Africa CPI outcome key for further rate cut decisions. ZAR remains flow sensitive. Key events this week. Sept 2. Employment. Germans U Canada CPI U.S. Retail sales. Sept 7 Wed U. CPI, BOC policy decision, FOMC. Plot and Powell press conference. Sept 2 NZ GDP, AU employment, BOE policy decision, U.S. Jobless claims, Philly Fed. Sept 19 free BOJ policy meeting and press conference, Japan CPI, U.S. Triple witching. Projected ranges and strategies, Sept 15 week. Pair expected range key driver strategy. USD JPY 145.50, 149 FOMC dots, BOJ meeting sell rallies. 147.8, 148.8 cover at 146.5, 145.5. USD 1.1650, 1900 ECB hawkish tilt first dovish Fed by dips. 1.1650, 1.17 in 20. Take profit 1.180, 1.19. GBP JPY 97.0, 1 few. CPI QT guidance gilt by dips near 198 TP near 200. CAD JPY 105 twine troll 108.5 CPI. BOC decision short 107.5, 108.5 cover and 105s. AUD JPY 96.5, 98.8 jobs. RBA commentary sell rallies. 97.8, 98.8 by dips, 96.5, 97.0. NZD JPY 85.0, 87.0 GDP. RBNZ easing bias to sell rallies. Beware squeeze if GDP strong. Gold Southwest bias uptrend intact on dollar weakness and lower yields. Range support 35.20, 355A. Resistance 3600, 3625, 365A. Strategy buy dips at 3550. 3520, TP 3600, 3625, 3650, stop below 3485. Risk scenario. If the FOMC proves unexpectedly hawkish, fewer cuts signaled, the dollar could spike higher. In this case, scrap. USD JPY sell on rally stance and temporarily shift to dip buying. Afterward, markets and smartphones. Both can be harmful if you sit too long. Thank you for reading this week's FX report. I came across an interesting study, people who linger on the toilet while scrolling their phones face a 46% higher risk of hemorrhoids. The reason? Sitting too long restricts blood flow and increases venous pressure. It struck me that traders and analysts, often glued to screens for hours, face similar risks. The simple solutions apply both to health and trading. Eat enough dietary fiber. Stay hydrated. Move regularly. Avoid wasting time on idle scrolling. Just like in markets, focus on key moments instead of staring endlessly. By reducing unnecessary stress and staying disciplined, you protect both your capital and your health. Next week promises heightened volatility with major policy events. Let's keep our minds sharp and bodies balanced. Wishing you successful trades and a healthy week ahead. See you next week.